Your AI coding assistant does not need a hacker to break into your computer. It may be capable of inventing the attack path all by itself. A new cybersecurity study published just days ago describes an attack researchers call hallu squatting. It turns one of artificial intelligence's most famous weaknesses, hallucinations, into a potential malware delivery system. And the most disturbing part is that the attacker may never need to contact you. They can simply predict the fake software names your AI is likely to invent, register those names first, and wait for an AI agent to walk directly into the trap. This is not science fiction. Researchers tested the concept against popular AI coding assistants and command line agents, including Cursor, Windsurf, GitHub Copilot, Gemini CLI, Klein, OpenClaw, ZeroClaw, and NanoClaw. In controlled testing, the agents sometimes retrieved attacker-controlled resources and executed code from them. So how does this actually work? How serious is it, and what should you do before giving an AI agent access to your computer? Let's break it down. First, you need to understand that AI coding tools do not retrieve every answer from a verified database. Sometimes they generate an answer based on patterns. Imagine asking an AI agent to clone a new GitHub project called SuperTool. The correct address might be github.com/real-developer/supertool. But if that project is new, obscure, or missing from the model's training data, the AI may confidently invent something that sounds right, such as github.com/supertool/supertool. Normally, that would simply lead to a dead link. Hallu squatting changes that. An attacker can repeatedly ask multiple AI models about trending projects, collect the fake repository addresses they consistently invent, and register the most predictable ones. Now the fake link is no longer dead. It points to a repository controlled by the attacker. The next time another person tells an AI agent to find, clone, install, or run that project, the agent may retrieve the attacker's version instead of the real one. This resembles typo squatting, where criminals register a domain that looks almost identical to a legitimate website. But there is one major difference. Traditional typo squatting exploits a human spelling mistake. Hallu squatting exploits an AI's predictable mistake. The attacker is not guessing what you will mistype. They are predicting what the model will hallucinate. The researchers behind the new study came from Tel Aviv University, the Technion, and Intuit. They tested more than 14,000 interactions involving recent and older GitHub repositories, multiple foundation models, and production AI assistants. The age of a project made an enormous difference. For older, well-known repositories, several leading models produced almost no incorrect addresses. But for newer projects that had recently appeared on GitHub trending, hallucination rates at the base model level reached as high as 85%. In skill installation tests, some scenarios reached 100%. That does not mean every AI agent will download malware 85% of the time. It means that under the researchers' specific prompts and test conditions, the models frequently invented the wrong resource identifier. Whether that becomes a real compromise depends on several additional failures. The fake name must still be available. An attacker must register it. The AI application must retrieve it without proper verification. The resource must contain a malicious instruction or payload, and either the agent or the user must allow it to execute. But agentic AI is making that chain much more realistic. Older chatbots usually gave you text and waited for you to decide what to do with it. Modern agents can browse the web, clone repositories, install packages, read files, access credentials, and run terminal commands. That convenience is exactly what creates the danger. A hallucinated answer is no longer just bad information on a screen. It can become an action performed on a real computer. The study also found that the applications surrounding the model can matter as much as the model itself. When some assistants automatically search the web before cloning a repository, hallucination rates dropped dramatically. In Cursor CLI, several model configurations that used search heavily reduced the rate to the low single digits. One Claude Opus configuration achieved 0 hallucinations in the valid test runs because it aggressively verified the repository. But another model that often skipped search hallucinated in every run where it did not verify first. That may be the most important lesson in this entire story. The biggest safety feature may not be a smarter model. It may be forcing the agent to stop, search, verify, and ask permission before it downloads or executes anything. The researchers also demonstrated a controlled end-to-end attack involving an AI skill. They created a privately tested squatted skill that looked legitimate but contained hidden behavior capable of stealing conversation context or handing over terminal access. Once the test skill was installed, the malicious behavior executed at a very high rate across the tested configurations. However, this was a proof of concept performed on controlled systems. The researchers did not release the malicious payload, and the study does not prove that a giant hallu squatting botnet is currently operating in the wild. That distinction matters. But the research shows a credible path attackers could use as AI agents become more autonomous, and this problem did not appear overnight. A major study published through the Usenix security community previously tested 16 code-generating models and analyzed hundreds of thousands of code samples. It found that package hallucinations were systemic. Commercial models invented non-existent packages at an average rate of roughly 5%, while the tested open-source models averaged more than 20%. The researchers collected over 200,000 unique hallucinated package names. A fake package name may appear harmless until someone registers it and fills it with malware. So, what should you do? First, never let an AI agent blindly install a package, repository, plugin, or skill simply because the name looks legitimate. Verify the project through its official website, official documentation, or verified developer account. Second, disable automatic approval for terminal commands whenever possible. Avoid so-called YOLO modes on any machine containing personal files, passwords, browser sessions, API keys, cryptocurrency wallets, or business data. Third, run experimental agents inside a virtual machine, container, or isolated test computer with limited permissions. An AI coding tool usually does not need administrator access to your entire system. Fourth, inspect the exact owner and repository name, not just the project name. The malicious version may contain all the legitimate code and still hide one dangerous installation script. Fifth, companies should use allow lists, dependency scanning, restricted service accounts, outbound network controls, and mandatory human approval before an agent downloads or executes untrusted code. And finally, AI developers should require a verified search step before any fetch, clone, or install operation. The researchers found that verification significantly reduced the problem. AI agents are becoming more capable, but capability without verification creates a new kind of attack surface. We spent decades teaching people not to click suspicious links. Now, we may need to teach artificial intelligence the same lesson, because the next dangerous link may not be sent by a hacker. It may be confidently invented by the assistant you trusted to protect you. Hallu squatting is still a newly disclosed research attack, not proof that every AI coding tool is compromised, but it reveals a fundamental problem with autonomous AI. When a system can hallucinate and act at the same time, a mistake can become an execution. And once attackers learn to predict those mistakes, they can build traps before the victim even asks the question. Would you trust an AI agent with full terminal access on your main computer? Let me know in the comments. And for more videos covering artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, Linux, and the tools shaping the future of computing, subscribe to the channel.